Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel. So today I am here in front of you with a new topic of class 10, chapter number 4, quadratic equation. As you are already familiar with the word quadratic, you have already studied in polynomials in class 9, in class 10, the word quadratic, which denotes the degree 2. The word quadratic denotes degree 2 and equation you already know. So quadratic equation is an equation having degree 2. This is the standard form of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c, where x is the variable. A is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. So, as you have studied that in the quadratic polynomial, the degree is 2, so number of zeros were 2. Similarly, in the quadratic equation, the degree of the equation is 2, so the roots will be 2, which will be again denoted by alpha and beta. So now, we are going to study what are the different methods to solve a quadratic equation. This is the basic concept of this chapter, how to solve a quadratic equation. So there are basically two methods. The first method you are studying from your class 7, then you have studied it in 8th, then 9th, then in 10th polynomial also. The Miller term splitting method, also known as factorization method. And the second type of method which is new to you, that is quadratic formula, which will be focusing on this method only because this will make your the process of solving a quadratic equation quite easy. So starting off with the factorization method, let's see how we'll find out the roots of this particular quadratic equation. So the first term is x square and the last term is minus 10. We'll get the product as minus 10x square, making out the factors, ignoring the negative sign, we'll be getting 1x into 10x, 2x into 5x, then 6. So these will be the factors. So how can it get 3? Yeah, with this pair, by subtracting 2x from 5x, I can get 3x. So keeping x square as it is, minus sign as it is, and minus 10 as it is, I can replace 3x by 5x minus 2x. Opening the bracket, I will get x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 equals to 0. Taking out common, what I will be getting from here, I will take x as common, x minus 5 plus 2 common, again x minus 5 equals to 0. So I have got one bracket as x minus 5 and the other as x plus 2, both equals to 0. Keeping this equals to 0, I will get x minus 5 equals to 0 and x as 5. You can say this is alpha. Similarly, keeping this bracket equals to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0, I am getting x as minus 2. You can take this as beta. So you have got the roots of this equation as alpha and beta, which are 5 and minus 2. So let's see how we will use the quadratic formula method to find out the roots of the same equation. So here, first of all, we need to find out the value of a, b and c. A, as I told you, the coefficient of x square, b the coefficient of x, and c the constant term. So a here is comparing it with the standard form of quadratic equation. A is 1, b is minus 3, and c is minus 10. After getting these values a, b and c, I need to find discriminant. I need to find discriminant. D denotes discriminant here, which is equals to b square minus 4 into a into c. Okay. So now there can be three different values, three different cases for D. What are the three different cases? D can be greater than 0, D can be equals to 0, and D can be less than 0. Now, if D is greater than 0, you will be getting two distinct real roots. You will be getting two distinct real roots of the quadratic equation. If d is equal to 0, you will be getting two equal real roots. Okay. But if d is less than 0, if the value of d is negative, then no real roots exist. So you can write no real root exists. So let's see for this particular equation what type of what value of d will be getting. So let's solve this. Solving this will get b square, that is minus 3 square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 10 will get 9 plus 40, that is 49. So we have got the value of d as 49. So what type of case this is? This one or this one? If you will observe, the value of d is 49, which is greater than 0. That means this is the case, d is greater than 0. So now if d is greater than 0, we have two distinct real roots. So we can have two distinct real roots for this particular quadratic equation. So how to find out those two distinct real roots? So let's see. To find out those two roots, first of all we have to find the square root of d. So d is 49. So we'll get root d as 7 here, plus minus 7. Is it clear? So we'll be considering this as plus 7 only, because we are given a number and we are finding its square root. So we will not be taking negative sign here. But if we will be given an equation, in that case we will be getting two values plus minus 7. So we are here given a number. So we are finding out the square root of that particular number. So that will be plus 7. So here we have got the value of root d. Now the two roots alpha and beta can be easily find out using a formula given by alpha equals to minus b plus root d upon 2a, which gives you minus of b. b is minus 3. Minus of minus 3 plus root d is 7 upon 2 into a. a is 1. 2 ones are 2, which will give you 3 plus 7 by 2, that is 10 by 2, that is 5. So one of the root you have got as 5. To find out the other root, that is beta, you will get minus b minus root d upon 2a. Putting in the values, you can easily get the value. Minus of minus 3 minus 7 upon 2, which will give you 3 minus 7 by 2, that is minus 4 by 2, that is minus 2. So you can observe the value of alpha and beta, the roots of quadratic equation is minus 5 and minus 2 using factorization method. And using quadratic formula also you have got the same values, alpha as 5 and beta as minus 2. You can use any of the particular method to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. I hope the concept that I have explained you have got the concept, and you will go through the steps whatever I have written here. So once you will get the concept, this one quadratic formula, this will be more efficient, and you will be able to find the roots easier using this formula. So I hope you have got the concept, and I hope you have gone through the steps. So do subscribe the channel and please comment below how you have got the explanation and how you like the explanation or not. Thanks for watching the video.